What's up, everybody? Today I'm working on this Play Dead Bunny. I originally created it back when I was 13 years old. Back then, it was if you were a gamer girl, you were probably ugly, fat, or you just sucked at video games. I didn't really enjoy that very much because I was one, and I definitely didn't suck. So I wanted to bring some empowerment to the gamer girls that were just like me. So I came up with Play Dead, a little bit of a spin on the Playboy Bunny to like say yes, we are females, but we could also be badass, yo. 13-year-old me was kind of funny back then, but I really just still love it. I absolutely love it. So I wanted to reimagine this Play Dead Bunny, turn it to my new logo for Illust Creations, which is my small business slash YouTube channel, obviously. And try to include the colors from my Trippy Tsunami logo, which is the purple, blue, green that you're looking at with the wave. And I wanted to include some of the drippiness. I really liked that one a lot. For those who don't know, which I don't think anybody's gonna know, because yeah, I didn't really blow up. I had like 3 videos and I gave up. So it was for a horror game YouTube channel. I was living with my parents. I would always get scared easily. I always wanted to play at night, and because I got scared easily, I screamed a lot late at night. So I just didn't go anywhere. So I really wanted to have my new logo include creations in it, because before this, it was just Illis with a halo, and I have creations a part of my name, so I should include it. So I wanted to turn the Play Dead Bunny, but make it more so play into the words of creations. Here I'm pointing out the halo because it was really important to include the halo, but I wanted a cute small one, much like this one that's on Goku. Funko Pop that I have. He's eating noodles. He's so cute. But I love how small his halo is and how not so high up it sits. I think it's just really cute. I love the halo on that thing. So I'm trying to show you a little bit of my thought process there a little bit earlier. I had to do a voiceover because my boyfriend works from home. When I originally recorded this, I obviously didn't pay attention to the orientation of my phone because I hate that I did it vertically instead of horizontal for you guys. I just really like that aesthetic of being able to show my POV for everybody. So yeah, I have to do a voiceover because my boyfriend works from home, like I was saying, and he does a lot of clicky clacky on his keyboard, which most people find that really nice, but I find it kind of annoying if you're not really expecting it. I don't know if that makes sense, but here I'm showing you guys me looking up my inspiration. It definitely helps me a lot to find things that I really want to incorporate in my new image. So I picked up some zombie stuff, Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, and then also Frankenstein. I really liked the idea of Frankenstein because, it's like, it's alive! I'm not really good at that. I have never seen the original, so I don't know. But you get the gist. Then here I am about to start sketching. I really love my color lead mechanical pencils. I saw somebody sketch with the red mechanical pencil before, and they sadly don't make the same exact mechanical pencil that they were using, and I think it was Whiskey Rabbit. I'm not too sure on that, don't quote me on that, but I think it was Whiskey Rabbit that was using it. So I had asked my boyfriend for some colored mechanical pencils and some markers for Christmas and macaron pens to help me outline with my art. So I got them. I'm so grateful. He's such a good boyfriend to me. Um, Materialistic things aren't everything though, people. He treats me right. And I always have to leave myself little notes because sometimes I forget. Like, I just know the type of person that I am. If I'm gonna forget it, I might as well just write it down. So I really am into solid white eyes. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if maybe it was because of Little Big Planet Sackboy and I had the glowing white eyes on him or what, but I just loved it. So I gave myself a little bit of notes. I'm also really heavy-handed, and because of that, I have issues erasing my sketches. Like, I'm just so heavy-handed. But with the colored mechanical pencil, you kind of have to be gentle on them, otherwise it'll just break. So I go over a lot of the lines quite a bit to darken them. And I pointed out how much I liked the ripped cheek showing the teeth on the other pictures that I had shown you. It was a really big thing for me to include in this, and here I am trying to outline and not mess it up. I don't know what it is. Like I give sketch so good, and then I go to outline something and I tend to fuck it up, or I color it, which is why I love digital art because you could always undo what you did, and you can't really necessarily do that on paper. I feel a little spoiled. Oh yeah, I did a flesh wound on top of well, not on top of, but as well as the cheek with the teeth. Threw in some stitches in there. And of course, it's always smart and nice to erase your original sketch once you outline. I only outline the things that I know for sure that I'm going to be keeping at first. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, fuck, why did I even outline that yet? And I knew for sure I was going to have issues with these ears because I remember doing the original one and it was so difficult. I mean, the Playboy Bunny ones, of course, the one that is on the opposite side of the head that you see on the Playboy Bunny, it's really, really pointed forward, and I think that really makes the logo. Of course, I'm not trying to like completely copy it. It's just the side view of a bunny, I think, is enough for people to get, oh, it's kind of a play on the Playboy Bunny. Um, so yeah, I ended up adding some holes in the ears, a little bit of stitching and some fur. I thought, I mean, obviously the one before, I say obviously a lot. I'm trying to break out of the habit, so bear with me. But, oh my god. I forgot what I was saying. I'm just so distracted. Here I am doing the bow tie. Oh, I erased this so many times, I remember. I think it's more of because I can't imagine like a bunny wearing a bow tie per se. And then his head is just so long. It looks like a donkey to me. I love and I hate my art sometimes, but I think that's really normal for an artist. And I can't believe how much erasers shavings I had. Like I didn't really know. I wasn't really paying attention to how many times I erased, I'll be honest. But I really wanted, since it was a zombie, I wanted the bow tie to have a little bit of rips and holes in it as well, just so it could match the ruggedness. Here I am signing it. All of my art is signed with the HLO. You'll see it more as an HL and then a halo above it, and that's part of the reason why it was important for me to include a halo in my logo. Um, it's another way to represent myself without having to put my signature on it. So those are my initials. Here I am coloring in with the alcohol markers my boyfriend got me for Christmas. It was actually like almost 2 years ago that he bought me those, and I've barely even used them because I don't really do anything in my sketchbook very often. I don't really color. I just don't. I've been really more steering towards the digital art kind of thing because it's helping me with my business. I'm able to get more designs out, and everything I do is just something that I enjoy art-wise. So I ended up deciding that I wanted the purple stitching. Went a little bit crazy with some of the outlines. I don't know why I did so much outlines in purple. I didn't even end up using it like that digitally, but what can you do? So this is the aftermath. And look how much eraser shavings. I have a whole chunk of an eraser. What the heck? And then eraser shavings all the way up on my PS4. It was just really bad. That's the aftermath of me doing art in general. I don't know why I erase so much, to be honest. This process took forever because like I said, I thought that what I drew looked more like a donkey than it did a bunny. So I was trying to match the head here and I just couldn't get it right. Like I wanted to get it closer to what I did when I was 13, make it look a little bit nicer and match a little bit more. Because I don't know why the one that I did when I was 13, I feel like it works just a little bit better. And I think it's because the Playboy bunny head was a little bit more rounded, and I tried to give my new look a little bit sharper because I was trying to hold on to the bones thing, but I forgot that it's a zombie and not just a skull anymore, so it would have been fine to round it out more. But it's okay. I mean, live and learn. That's the biggest thing is you have to trust the process, and you could always go back and fix it or redo it. There's no shame in going back and looking at a piece that you didn't really like and be like, hey, I know what would make me like this a little bit better. And then you fixing that and making it match to what you would like a little bit better. I definitely think I have a huge fear of just wanting to have everything be so perfect on my first try. I am such a perfectionist when it comes to a lot of things, and I obviously my art falls into one of those. But it's important to give yourself a little bit of grace. Just know that nobody started off perfect, and even now, any professional artist will tell you, like, hey, I know that I made this mistake along the way of this crazy, insane painting that everybody loves, and I know where I messed up. But nobody else is going to know where you messed up. It's just going to be you. You are your worst critic. If you could give yourself some grace, be like, hey, I'm still learning. There's always room for improvement. I'm getting better every day. Just because I did it this way this time doesn't mean that I can't change it in the future, and go from there. So here I am, really trying to. I think I did actually change. No, I reverted back to it. See, I always think I know what I want, and then I realize I don't want it like that anymore. I think I keep this head shape in the long run, though, and I just changed the ear placement a little bit. If you were paying attention while I was blabbering there. I'm trying to line it up a little bit more. I think the eye was throwing me off too, but what really was doing it is just how sharp I made the nose looking back at it. Like the bridge of the nose, I should say. I should have rounded it out, but fun fact is I don't even end up using this as my logo. At the time I was hoping to use it as my logo and it just didn't really happen like that. Um I feel like it would be really good for a gaming clan of gamer girls to use, like that Plate Dead. But I also understand the controversy behind the Playboy craziness and why nobody probably would want to use it. So I think I'm just gonna turn this into a sticker. Unless somebody's interested in buying the rights off of me for this to use it for a logo or for their clan or YouTube channel, whatever the heck, I am totally down with it. I will cease and desist all production with everything else just to give you this design. Maybe it'll actually live the life that I had imagined for it when I was 13. And that would just make me happy. That would really make me happy. I really think it's important to find the colors that work together but also pop. That was the biggest thing. I had searched in my inspiration, I searched zombie pop art, and of course, most of it showed up as makeup art, which, hey, art is art regardless. Like, not looking down on them or saying that makeup doesn't count, but I really loved all the colors that they used with the greens, and we saw the orange, we saw the purple and the blue. All of those looked amazing. I really did want to include brains in this originally. I just feel like I did so much on such a small canvas. Um, Not canvas, such a small subject that brains would have been a little bit too much. And at the time, I was planning on using it as a logo, so that wasn't going to work. And here, I outline a lot of the stitching. I just can't really seem to break away from outlining things. Like, it just looked so bland as just X's there. Once I outlined it, I don't know what it is. I feel like it works. It works. If it works, it works. And if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. I am such a weirdo. I'm sorry, guys. If I'm too much, nobody is stopping you from leaving this video. I promise. Here I'm trying to include the halo because, like I said, it's very important for me to include. It's kind of just like my signature. If you see a halo or an HLO, that's me. Not obviously not always. That's a little conceited. Every halo you'll see is me. Heck, no. I don't even end up figuring out how to use a halo because I ended up forgetting that I wanted a cute small one like Goku. Yeah, I even tried to resize it and it still just doesn't look right. And I'm like, oh, well, what if we put it in the bag? Because I talked to my boyfriend and he said, well, Goku's halo in the actual show is actually pretty high up and behind his hair, like kind of angled. And I just completely forgot about that because I'm always looking at my Funko Pops while I'm at my desk, and I just want to look away from the screen for a little bit, and I completely forgot about that, and he was 100% right. So I tried it both ways. I just honestly couldn't figure it out. So I gave up, and I just decided to start cleaning up the design a little bit more, make it more crisp, and more like the way that I wanted it to. I needed a lot more detail. It just still wasn't looking as cool as I wanted it to. So I just kept going back. I kept walking away for a few days and going back. I just got in some new equipment, so in the future, you guys should be able to see me drawing straight onto the iPad at my desk instead of this screen recording or this time lapse that Fresco and Procreate do. I think my video that I plan on uploading after this will still be that, because I've done a lot of recording. And I've really liked that drippiness, the blue drippy that I just showed, but yeah. I was like, wait a minute, I still have to include illustrations and go from there. Like, it has to have my name in it. So I'm just kind of messing around. I added in some fur detail, some more highlights. Like, it still looks kind of bland. Oh, and I needed more details. I needed to make him look a little bit more creepy. So I added in a jawline, a little bit more shaping, added some gums for his teeth, and this is what I ended up with. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing my process throughout all of this. This is my first YouTube video for this channel, at least.